Halloween is everything to me. I know it sounds a lot dramatic, actually, but it's true. I've been waiting the entire year for this time. This time. Now is the time when home haunters, big haunters, Duncan? I'm a little busy, babe. Now is the beginning of something amazing for hundreds of haunted houses across the globe. Come on, let's go! And I want it to be something great for me too. Last year was my first ever year scare acting. I honestly intended for it to be a 1, maybe 2 video thing, but then 2 videos became 3, and 3 became 4, and 4 became suddenly this was my whole life passion. I don't know if that happens. When I realized I wanted to get really serious about this whole scare acting content creation thing, I started digging. I found out that videos about scare acting and behind the scenes content from people who work in these kinds of haunted attractions is highly underrepresented on YouTube. There are barely any videos about this kind of thing here. As someone who's been taken to haunted houses since I was 7 years old, little me would have killed to find a content creator on YouTube who makes videos about this kind of stuff. Any 7-year-old Nicole's in chat? Because I'm here, baby. I'm here for you! Last year's videos were, let's just say experimental. It's been a year since then, and I've learned a lot. And this year, I'm ready to take season 2 to a whole other level. To make that happen, though, is a whole different beast. What most outside of the haunt industry don't know about is how much pure chaos and stuff has to happen before opening night. Because it's a lot. September is training month. This time of the year is when hundreds of new and old actors need to learn or revive their ability to be scary. Every haunt does it differently, but every haunt has to have some kind of training because believe it or not, you did great.
I'm scared.
I think you're gonna do awesome. It's really fun. Being scary is hard. It's not normal. It takes time to be comfortable enough to embody these kinds of characters. Dungeon of Doom has 1 training day for 1st and 2nd year actors.
Right now is working on timing. I don't want to see you winding up with your feet ready to... How you been, son? You're gonna have a good old time! We like you. We like you. Who the hell is we like you? She smells good.
So when you do your normal pop out and you're at them, you can't break, just do your thing. Do not hop back into that pocket. Come on. Get in line with it.
The chain's turning green!
Oh shit.
Contracting my abs and pushing out, okay? The big part of how not to lose your voice.
I'm technically supposed to be here to also be trained, but neither myself or anyone else is taken up too seriously.
Right. So, right now we're in catching the vibe mode. So, catch their vibe if
Catch
you
my
need
vibe,
to.
boys.
Yeah. You
Get
need to
into
do
it.
exactly what they do.
See ya. What's
Oh
up?
God, you're in this group.
I'm here.
I'm scared. First year, she was promoted to front house acting in the Q Lab. She did a great job last year. When she first started, I was like, eh.
Excuse me? I've developed a bit of a reputation at DoD. Last year I came into my first season guns blazing and quickly moved up from single rooms to midway staging to front of house acting. That was unheard of.
I can get up front today.
Yeah. I have a good drive though.
You're killing it.
Thanks, man. Every new spot taught me something more about myself and what made me entertaining or scary or efficient. It was truly a year of learning. And the end result was a rookie actor who wasn't really much of a rookie anymore. Doing this, I had built up a strong presence at Dungeon of Doom. But I'd built up a lot of other things too. And this year would be different.
Nicole, go!
Okay, whatever. I'll go, I love you too. How do they have Christmas stuff already? I learned basically everything I could last year, but one thing I never ever actually solved was my own character. I didn't have any kind of signature look or character description or backstory. I didn't even have a name. When someone asked my name, I told them my bear's name was Blueberry. I had zero identity. Makeup look constantly changed and my outfit was completely from Dungeon of Doom. With what I want to do this year, I know the first thing I have to solve, the most important thing that's really going to push me throughout this year and be my groundwork, the base of everything I need to accomplish this year, I need a concrete character. I need something that I can be proud of wherever I go, whatever I do. I want my costume and my character to be mine, but it's gonna be a really, really long road to get there. Welcome to my room. I'm extremely behind in my costume right now, and I have to get going, like, right now. I meant to start at the beginning of the year, but then they pushed it off, and then they went to fucking Europe all of July. So here I am starting right now. I have to get this done in about a week and a half, but I've just been putting it off because I'm absolutely terrified to do it, because I have very, very advanced ideas for what I want my character to be. I'll just put it like that. I've broken it up into categories, and we're gonna do those categories in order so I don't have a panic attack. So I wrote that my character is 30% straitjacket, 20% stuffed animals, because that's kind of my whole motif, and I'm sticking with the surgical stuffed animal psych patient theme. 20% bear skin and human, 30% deer. We're gonna start with the deer part because it is the most overwhelming. I'm just gonna drop the bomb right now. A huge draw of my costume is I'm gonna have a deer lower body. I'm going to have stitched myself with roadkill I found on the floor. We advanced from stuffed animals to actual animals and my own person, but how to make deer legs is a little bit confusing. This is from my pool. This was an impulse buy at a Renaissance fair like 6 years ago, and I bought those two just now. I'm gonna start by using some tutorials I found online from a dude I'm really interested in. I also took pictures, but most of this is probably gonna be voiceover, or else if I keep talking to the camera, I'm just not gonna do it. So I'm gonna use this, and this is how we're gonna make the hoof. I don't know to use power tools, so I preferred not to have to hinge the hoof. So we're gonna put it above my actual toe. Like I said previously, I did not do all of this alone. I followed this dude's tutorials. He helped me so freaking much. I would have been so scared to start this project. I probably wouldn't have started it if I didn't find his videos. So I wanted to say props to this man, go check him out. The hoofs I thought would be the hardest part because I didn't really know how to stick them on my foot. It wasn't looking right for some reason, and I couldn't tell why, and I realized I had to cut it at an angle. You'll see there's like a slant instead of it just being straightforward. The hoof was one of the most difficult parts, which I was not surprised about. I knew it was going to be. I was having a hard time with the glue, so I decided to use my hockey tape to stick them onto the actual boot, and that's actually working extremely well. So what I'm gonna do next, basically, we're gonna break this into two. We're gonna stick it on the boot. Now we begin with our pool noodle base, but first listen to the crunchies. Love it, so satisfying. Anyways, now we are starting with the pool noodle base. This is basically gonna be built up with a shit ton of duct tape and pool noodles, trying to get a rough structure for how the inverted joint is gonna look. Look how perfect that is. Fits in there perfectly. The first part of the legs are done. I'm a little bit worried that one of them is slightly lower than the other one. I think it'll just sort itself out once I actually start making the rest of the structure. Right now they're hitting each other, but I think once I put foundations in, they should stay put. I also think it's just me walking and not realizing I have two giant pool noodles on my calves. Next, I have to connect it to the knee, and then we start adding a shit ton of duct tape and probably craft foam to sculpt the actual leg. Right now, I'm just trying to get the general outline of how I want the legs to be and just making sure they stick correctly to my joints, especially my ankles and my knee. Now I can't tell which is which, so I have to look at the bottom of the sole. This is my right foot. I would have put it on my left. Okay, first time putting it on. I think it's good. Yeah, we got this monstrosity. Connected the pool noodles back here with a ton of duct tape. Then we come up here. What I'm hoping this little anchor here does is make sure it sticks center to my leg. Ooh. Well, they withstand the stress test, not the rubbing against each other test. get to actually film these bad boys out. And cue the 3 days straight of just pool noodles and duct tape. For hours and hours, every single day, for 3 or 4 days, I was just sticking a ton of pool noodles and tape on this thing. I needed to make sure nothing was gonna come undone. I went through so many movies and videos. Finally got around to watching the streamies.
And the winner is RDC.
What? Call me Kristen, she has 30-something million followers. Bullshit. Really? I don't even know who they are. Yeah, I wasn't too pleased with all of the streamings. Wow. I feel like a transformer. Holy crap. Oh. Yeah, that's as far as I can go down. I'm like sitting on the actual legs. It's kind of comfortable. They're not getting stuck on each other too badly. The bottom, obviously taped shut. I probably don't actually have to be taping this as much as I am. I think it'd be fine just starting to stick the fur on right now. I have no idea how to even get started with putting the fur on to this. And it's frankly really, really, really intimidating me. So I'm just gonna keep putting tape on this and pretend like I'm doing something. Are we already hitting each other? It's actually generally easy to walk in. This hoof was giving me issues yesterday. I have to take longer strides. I gotta like lift my legs just a little bit more. I haven't really tried running. Ah! Okay, it worked. Sort of. Ah! Okay. Ah! Okay. Well, nothing broke when I ran, so I can run if I want to. So I'm gonna get going with the fur and finally finish this bad boy, hopefully. Let's get to the furage. Except we're not actually starting the fur now, because a side quest I sort of kind of regretted partaking in demanded my attention instead. Remember that whole going to Europe for a month thing I mentioned? One of the main reasons I did that was to take a social media internship with a travel company called EF Gap Year. But to sum it up, I've been really trying to become a freelance social media manager, editor, thing, title still pending. To build up my credit and portfolio, I've kind of been forced to make videos for people without any compensation. So naturally, when thinking of businesses to make stuff for, I extended that offer to DoD. And they just chucked their TikTok page at me and said go wild. So I've been doing that.
It's a big part of how not to lose your voice.
I'm half filming for them and half filming for myself, so I don't know how much I'm actually going to show you guys of these video clips that I'm making for Dungeon of Doom right now. This takes a lot of time. That's the only issue I'm having with making shorts for Dungeon of Doom. Like, the main reason I wanted to make TikToks for them is because they have no TikTok presence at all, and I also need more of a portfolio. Other than that, it's a really long, tedious, hard process that I'm not getting paid for. Why is this relevant, Nicole? Well, number one, editing takes a lot of time, especially when you're not getting paid for it. So a lot of times I would have to break my focus on making my costume to edit a TikTok because I told them I was going to, so obviously I'm going to, and it would really, really kind of roughen me up and it'd be hard to get back into the project. But also, one pro about making TikToks for them is that they invite you to random ass stuff just to be the TikTok girl on set, and they actually had a 12-hour filming day the next day. So I went to this 12-hour filming day to be the designated TikTok zoomer on set. And that went, you know, how you'd think it would go.
I believe your space will be good enough. I don't want to steer it anywhere you want to go, so you see it?
Sure.
Collect it. We're gonna go talk about shot concepts. You're welcome to have a thought of what we got going on, but this is what we're gonna go here now.
Okay. Want me to come with?
Sure, that's what I
Sure. Well, okay, you didn't like make that obvious. Look at me. Oh, he's got the moves. Bust it down, boy.
I didn't even know he was.
And we dare you to enter the dungeon, and then it's you holding up 2 candles.
Very short. Cut.
All right, I'm just a voiceover. We dare you to enter the dungeon of doom.
I realized something. I'm focusing a lot of my attention on something that honestly is a little bit overkill. That's actually not like the main part of my costume at all. It's the lowest part of my body. I have a whole other section of my costume that I just have not paid attention to yet. So we're gonna leave that project over there today because I want to work on the other aspects of my costume, the straitjacket and the stuffed animals. In a minute you will see what I mean here by the asylum jacket being way too big. This is a small. I bought this plain white shirt. I could have paid an extra 50 bucks for a straitjacket with sleeves. I just thought I'll buy a normal ass white shirt and just make it look gross later. My thought process for the first look, which one is this? My first idea was to have just these boots. We're gonna put the stuffed animals like around the belts. This is very unreliable. I'm gonna have to be adjusting this back here every single time. Can't tighten this top bit either. Like if I were running and gunning, oh, I can actually run these. Yeah, he just fell out. So that's not super reliable. Bought number 2. I actually bought this online. If I use it here, I have some options. I can actually stick stuffed animals back here. It's generally very easy to take these in and out of here. I was having issues with this not fitting correctly, and this helped it fit correctly. I really like this idea. This idea is, I'm really vibing with it. And then also I could like hang little things on this, like Mr. Maneater Kilgore over here, more on that later. I'm scared to cut this. I have decisions to make.
I want to see everybody's toes right now. Everybody's toes, pull them out.
Why are you asking for the dogs? What? Is this a makeup room or a nail salon?
I'm looking at references.
My dogs could never. I'm an actor. I'm trying on zombie contacts. I originally wasn't gonna wear normal contacts. I was gonna wear giant ones for the whole time. These actually came free with my purchase, so I was very excited. I've always wanted to try the zombie contacts because people wear them everywhere in haunted houses all the time. Whoa. Wow! That's sick! It's super weird putting them in though. You're like slightly blinded. Wow. That's crazy! I look crazy. I'm just not used to seeing myself look like this, you know? I see a shit ton of other actors looking like this, and I'm like, when am I gonna get a piece of the action?
We're done.
Don't freak out. Your eyes are moving. Time to try the big boy contacts. I'm very scared to put these in my eyes, but I want to do it. They come in little vials because they're so big. I'm really nervous. Different actors have had different reactions to scleras. You do not take to that well at all.
It's been a while since we've done. It doesn't hurt, it just reaches, but...
It's not completely centered, but it's in. I'm so nervous. Holy crap, they're huge. I don't think you understand how big these are. Squeeze the top, lift your eye up. I didn't do that super well. Oh, I actually did. Whoa! Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Blake's a wimp. Oh my gosh. Oh.
That's my own fucking concept. You have what she knows.
Oh, I'm completely blind now. Get in! Oh. Oh. There we go. Brilliant! That made my nose snot. Now for my costume, I'm only gonna have one sclera in. Maybe if I'm feeling frisky, I'll have 2, but it wouldn't really make sense for my character's specific facial features. I think I'm gonna have to get used to wearing these for extended amounts of time. Woo! Wow! Everyone here is like super professional and I'm running around like, I got a TikTok! I need to make the TikToks for the TikTok social media. Nightmare. Demon Daddy. Barbie. Why do we have a pink bathroom? Feel like you're in the Matrix now? How about now? It's more like the fucking bathroom. It's like it's a monster. I'm definitely lost, but I'm not gonna say I am because I'm supposed to know where I am. Ooh, a rat. It's Disneyland for the freaks. Haha, each park's gonna cost $1,000. Haha, sell your soul to the mouse. Literally have nothing better to do with my time right now. I don't know what's going on. So, turns out wearing all of those layers in 90-degree weather overheats you. I got a little bit overheated, a little bit overwhelmed. What I did to chill out was I made a shit ton of little clay pieces. These are each for 3 of the main stuffed animals, and then the 4th one that's getting renovation. I made these. I've been super stressed out recently, just with due dates. So I was able to chill out a little bit, and we're gonna get on to making our stuffed animals. And we're starting with this dude. This dude is gonna be called a Gummy. We're gonna make a giant open gaping mouth first. You are already starting to see how this is gonna be pretty freaky just by doing that. So first thing we need to do is need to decommission him. No. Oh shit. I figured out how to go about this. I have to make the edges really thin so that the blood can clump up on it, and then I stuff it later. This is crazy. You can tell I'm not a normal hobbyist. Admittedly, I could go at this all day, because it just takes a lot of blood, but I do have other stuffed animals I need to bloody up. I think I'm pretty much done with this guy. I think I'm gonna let him sit and dry, because I just don't want to use all my blood on him, and I have other projects I need to get to.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, that's good. Bust it, girl, bust it, break it down, yeah. How you doing?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah, I really am.
I'm
really looking crazy.
You look sick. I'm just here to film TikToks and be a nuisance, so
Hey, that's a good plan.
that's the funnest way to experience a haunted house, yeah.
Just say the shoulder and chest area would be the biggest one. Just go roll around in the dirt over there.
You ready to film?
Go to Gateway.
Next up on the makeover train, we got my pal Blueberry here. Now, I know you're asking, Nicole, this dude's already messed up. Why are we messing him up more? Well, I don't like how well I messed him up because it was my first ever time doing it. I think I did a shitty job. I want to make him like the classic medical bear. I'm gonna wrap him in a ton of gauze and bandages, make him a living nightmare. So it should be actually a pretty fast makeover. What we're gonna do next, I'm sure you were able to clock these previously. I'm gonna stick some eyes in here, make it super dark and broody, and we're gonna muddy up the rest of his bandages. We are gonna dye his whole being red. So we're gonna do that next. That should be it for this dude. Blueberry 2.0 renovation. It's looking pretty good. Gummy approves, don't you, Gummy? Yeah, you finally got dry after like 5 days, dude. But yeah, there we go. Next up in our final big renovation, we got Gaykin here. It stands for gay bacon. That probably wasn't very clear. I'm gonna feel really bad for messing this dude up, but the theming we're gonna have around this boy is rainbow vomit. You know how there were like a lot of memes in the early 2000s of things spitting up rainbows? Yeah, that's what we're doing here, except we're making it a lot grosser. So first, of course, we do have the clay, and then I also got lollipops. Also got this. This is supposed to be a dream catcher kit, and I was like, I want that rainbow thread, so I took that, and we're gonna make him a main. And I also bought this. I bought glitter glue. I'm only ever going to use glitter glue for this character. I don't see myself ever using this for any other character. So this one's gonna be a fun one. I'll just say that. I frankly don't really know where to start with him. I think I'm gonna start with making the mane on his back. Glitter glue time. And yes, I'm watching a video on Halloween Horror Nights because I'm upset I can never go there. It's actually really loud. I've always connected most with playing like psych patient crazy characters, but I also love the clown aesthetic. I love bright colors, make it absolutely disgusting. I think it's a really, really, really cool aesthetic. So this was my dip into the clown freaky aesthetic, and I love it. We've got all the paint in. The vomit, I hate puke. I don't know why I'm doing this. The vomit bit, that looks pretty real, doesn't it? That's a lot better than the first year I did it. Sorry, Blueberry, you look a lot better now. But now all we gotta do is add in our glitter glue, probably some more lollies, and all our candies. And my boy is done! I am really happy with this guy. He looks absolutely insane, to say the least. Did I go a little overkill with him? You know, maybe I did, but this was honestly my guilty pleasure stuffed animal. This is 1000% nightmare fuel. I don't think I could have made it any better than I did. I really was not sure where I was gonna go with this. I just kind of started putting stuff on it, and then one thing led to another. We got an over the top gay bacon pig. It's come time for the final official stuffed animal character, the ones that are actually getting stories and names and stuff like that. We have Fearmonger Kilgore, or Kilgore Fearmonger. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yep.
that. All right, you got it. 3, 2, 1, action.
Woo!
This is my costume for the season.
Oh, that's your costume for the season.
Handmade.
Oh, okay.
Logan, you good? You need anything for me?
I love it. I love it.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. Oh, I shouldn't be here. Dude, you can't be in a healthy relationship, otherwise you can't date British boys.
I know. And I had to let
The
the
British
dream go.
boys.
I had to let the British boys go.
You had to let the British boy dream go.
Yeah, I'll tell you when to blow them out. So together, 1, out.
Can you reach through with one arm really, really long?
I'm trying to get married to this person, and I'm just like, it was just
I mean,
great.
who wouldn't love
So
that
wonderful.
face? Who wouldn't love that face?
Yeah, but like a British.
British
a
boy.
British.
Well, it's nice that you have a healthy relationship, I
I know,
guess.
I guess, it's fine.
I guess, it's fine, whatever. If anyone's watching the security cameras right now. Our last official character. This is Kilgore Fearmonger, Fearmonger Kilgore. I'm not super sure how well he's gonna hold up. This clay is not being stuck on super well by this glue. It's not great glue.
Right here. Just kind of open up a little bit.
Oh yeah, she kind of blends in back there.
Kind of.
All those layers you had on too.
Yeah, fucking 52, man. That fucking shit sucks when you fucking go to the medical.
You're 52 and doing all that.
Dude, and I'm fucking.
And you're here doing this.
Big eyes, big eyes.
Yeah, I can't see you laughing.
Back to big eyes.
gives you your angry face.
Yeah.
Dude, I take it out on all the customers. It's great.
Uh-huh. That's why we have this job, right? It's,
I know,
it's
to take out our
therapy. Yeah. I thought
all
it
of our
was
issues.
everyone else's therapy too.
It's fun.
You're stunned. Enthralled. Yes. Worky queen. I shouldn't try to make people laugh. That's a bad idea. I really got to get my costume done.